Believe it or not, factories in the 1800s were toxic. During the Industrial Revolution, manufacturing boomed, but so did pollution. Factories released enormous amounts of smoke, soot, and grime into the air, creating a hazardous environment for workers. People joke that workers needed to wash their lungs because the air was so thick with pollutants. Many laborers toiled long hours in these conditions, often suffering from respiratory diseases and other health issues due to their exposure to poor air quality. Poor ventilation and overcrowded workplaces made things even worse, turning these factories into dangerous places. As society began to recognize the harmful effects of such environments, reformers started advocating for better working conditions and cleaner technologies. This shift eventually led to the implementation of regulations aimed at reducing pollution and protecting worker health. Isn't it amazing how much progress we've made since then? Did you know there's gold in the ocean? Scientists estimate that our vast oceans contain around 20 million tons of gold. However, finding and extracting this treasure isn't as simple as it sounds. The challenge lies in the fact that each liter of seawater contains less than a billionth of a gram of gold. This means that while there's a lot of gold out there, it's dispersed so thinly that mining it is impractical and would be incredibly costly. Interestingly, hydrothermal vents act as natural ovens, heating the water and creating unique conditions that can form small nuggets of gold. But here's the catch. These vents are located about 2.5 kilometers, 1.5 miles deep in the ocean, where temperatures can soar, making them hard to reach. So while the ocean may be hiding precious metals, getting to them is a whole different story. Did you know that Sumerians invented writing over 5,000 years ago? These ancient people, who lived in Mesopotamia, used pictograms as their first form of written communication. Picture this. Instead of letters, they drew symbols representing objects or ideas, like a fish or a sun. This system was incredibly groundbreaking, allowing them to record transactions, laws, and stories on clay tablets. As society evolved, so did their writing, which eventually transformed into cuneiform, characterized by wedge-shaped marks made with a stylus. This innovation opened up new avenues for history, enabling generations to share knowledge and culture. Sumerian writing laid the groundwork for later scripts and has influenced countless civilizations. Isn't it fascinating how something as simple as a drawing could change the course of human communication for centuries? Why is Step into the Void so amazing? This extraordinary glass observation deck in the French Alps, perched at a breathtaking 12,605 feet, gives daring visitors a thrill like no other. Designed by the talented architect Pierre-Yves Chaise, this transparent cube creates the exhilarating impression of floating above a vast abyss. Imagine standing on a glass floor, looking straight down into the rocky depths below, while being surrounded by majestic snow-capped mountains. The deck is strategically placed to offer stunning panoramic views that can leave anyone in awe of nature's beauty. Adding to the experience, visitors often describe an adrenaline rush that comes with a sensation of being suspended in midair, making it a must-see for adventure enthusiasts and those with a love for breathtaking scenery. Whether you're an outdoor lover or simply looking for a unique experience, Step into the Void delivers an unforgettable encounter with the powerful beauty of the Alps. Are you ready to step into the sky? Have you ever seen blue glaciers in person? These stunning natural wonders can be found in places like Alaska, Greenland, and parts of Patagonia. The captivating blue color is not just for show, it occurs due to a unique process involving light and ice. When glaciers compress, they trap air bubbles, and this process changes how light passes through the ice. As sunlight hits these massive formations, the longer wavelengths of light, like red, orange, and yellow, are absorbed while the shorter wavelengths, especially blue, are scattered and reflected back to our eyes. This striking blue can range from a soft cyan to a deep azure, depending on the thickness of the ice and the surrounding environment. While these glaciers are breathtaking, they are also fragile. Climate change is causing many glacial regions to melt rapidly, threatening not only their beauty, but also impacting ecosystems and sea levels globally. So if you ever get a chance to see a blue glacier, it's not just a visual treat, it's a reminder of the delicate balance of our planet. How can we help protect these extraordinary sights? Prepare to be amazed by the path of faith. The Tianmen Steel Footbridge in China stretches an astonishing 4,193 feet and features a transparent glass floor, giving visitors the thrilling sensation of walking on air. This remarkable bridge is not just a feat of engineering, it's also a gateway to unforgettable views. From its vantage point, you can gaze upon the magnificent Gate of Heaven, a natural arch that looks like it belongs in a fantasy movie. Imagine standing at the edge of this bridge, peering down through the glass at the breathtaking landscape beneath your feet. Each step feels like a leap into the clouds. The bridge has become a popular destination for tourists and adventure seekers alike, eager to experience this one-of-a-kind structure. Whether you're capturing stunning photos or simply enjoying the marvel of nature around you, the Tianmen's Steel Footbridge promises an exhilarating experience. Are you brave enough to walk its length and soak in the spectacular scenery? Believe it or not, Monopoly was a lesson in inequality. The iconic board game Monopoly, beloved by families and friends, has a fascinating backstory. Originally created in the early 1900s by Elizabeth Magie, it was intended to showcase the negative consequences of wealth inequality. Magie wanted players to understand how monopolies could lead to financial disparity and suffering for the poor. The game featured buying and trading properties, but the main idea was to demonstrate how the wealthy could easily crush those who had less. Instead of focusing solely on winning, the game encouraged reflection on social issues. Over the years, Monopoly transformed into the fun, competitive game we know today, where players aim to acquire as much property as possible. However, it's interesting to think about its serious roots. Have we lost sight of its original message of fairness and equality? Guess what really drives our sense of time? Dinosaurs roamed the Earth for an astonishing 150 million years, while humans have only been around for about 200,000 years, making up a tiny fraction, just 0.1% of that vast timeline. Imagine the world during the age of dinosaurs, with enormous creatures like Tyrannosaurus rex and gentle giants like Brachiosaurus. They ruled the land, while early mammals were hiding in the shadows, barely existing. Fast forward to today, and it's fascinating to think about how our short existence pales in comparison to the reign of these incredible reptiles. We often feel like humans have always been the center of the universe, but in reality, we share our planet's history with these ancient giants. So the next time you think about time, remember that the era of dinosaurs was not just a chapter, but a whole book, spanning millions of years before we even appeared. What do you think we can learn from their long reign? Ever thought about why lemons float while limes sink? It might surprise you to learn that when you toss a lemon into water, it just stays bobbing at the surface. In contrast, limes sink right to the bottom. This intriguing difference stems from the unique structure of these citrus fruits. Lemons feature thicker, more porous rinds filled with tiny air pockets, making them less dense than water. Essentially, this buoyancy allows lemons to float and dance along the surface. Limes, on the other hand, have denser, tighter skins with fewer air pockets, which results in a heavier fruit that sinks easily. Think of it as nature's quirky game of buoyancy. This phenomenon not only captivates fruit lovers, but also serves as a reminder of the incredible variety found in nature. Next time you're squeezing lemons for lemonade or slicing limes for tacos, consider their surprising water behavior. These little quirks prompt us to appreciate the wonders surrounding us, revealing that even everyday items like lemons and limes have their own fascinating stories to tell. Guess what really drives kids to share? Research shows that children have a natural urge to help and care for others, and this is evident from a young age. In various experiments, kids have been observed consistently sharing food with their peers, showcasing their innate tendency to connect and empathize. Even toddlers who might not fully grasp the concept of sharing still reach out and offer help when they see someone in need. This instinct isn't just a learned behavior, it seems to come from deep within them. The remarkable thing is that even children who are limited in their own resources often choose to give, reflecting a powerful sense of community and compassion. So what factors contribute to this incredible tendency? Understanding these behaviors can highlight the importance of nurturing empathy in children, helping create a kinder world as they grow. Surrounded by flavor. What's special about Garpu? In the heart of Garpu lies an exciting museum, but what sets this place apart is its unique selection of food. This area is known for showcasing only 7 specific items that highlight local culinary traditions. Imagine walking through a vibrant space filled with art and history, only to discover tasty treats that tell their own stories. Each of these 7 items has been chosen not just for its flavor, but for its significance to the community. From savory snacks to sweet delights, every bite connects visitors to Garpu's rich culture and heritage. Picture yourself visiting this town, exploring the museum's fascinating exhibits, and then savoring one of these special foods that reflect the area's spirit. It's a delightful combination of culture and cuisine that keeps people coming back for more. So if you're ever in Garpu, don't miss this opportunity to enjoy a feast for your senses. Wake up to the unbelievable world of Joseph's machines. Joseph's machines bring a splash of excitement to the mundane act of waking up. Imagine an alarm clock that literally throws water in your face to get you out of bed. This quirky invention is just one example of how Joseph combines creativity with engineering to create eye-catching and effective wake-up calls. His elaborate Rube Goldberg machines are another fascinating sight. They require a series of playful actions, like pulling a string or rolling a ball, to finally turn off the alarm. These machines transform waking up into an amusing adventure instead of a groggy struggle. Instead of hitting the snooze button, you might find yourself tangled in an engaging sequence of delightful mechanisms. With Joseph's creations, getting up in the morning becomes an experience full of joy and surprises. Who wouldn't want to start their day with a little fun? Did you know that a beard can be deadly? Hans Steininger, famous for having the longest beard in the world, met a tragic and ironic end in 1567. His beard measured over 4 feet long, a remarkable feat that also proved to be his downfall. During a chaotic fire, Steininger instinctively ran for safety, but he tripped over his own magnificent beard. This unfortunate accident led to a fatal neck injury. The irony of a man who was celebrated for his facial hair losing his life to it is both strange and fascinating. After his death, Steininger's beard was preserved and is now displayed in a museum in Austria, a testament to the unusual nature of his demise. This remarkable tale reminds us that even the most mundane aspects of our lives can lead to extraordinary stories, blurring the lines between the mundane and the miraculous in history. Surprisingly, it's a fact that lightning loves tall buildings. Many people think lightning only strikes once in a place, but that's a myth. In reality, tall structures like the Empire State Building attract lightning strikes frequently. This iconic skyscraper gets zapped by lightning about 20 to 25 times every single year. Why does this happen? Lightning is drawn to the path of least resistance. When storms gather and clouds build up, the electrical energy can produce lightning bolts that zoom toward the ground. Since tall buildings are great conductors of electricity, they become prime targets for these powerful strikes. The Empire State Building, for example, stands at 1,454 feet tall, making it one of the tallest structures in New York City. So the next time you see a storm brewing, remember that those towering buildings are not just home to offices and apartments, but also love to meet lightning head-on. Did you know our DNA could reach outer space? If you stretched out all the DNA in your body, it would reach about 2.2 yards long. That's like having an entire set of measuring tapes all twisted up inside you. To put it in perspective, every single one of our cells contains DNA packed tightly into a tiny space, which is amazing since the total DNA in your body is about 37 trillion cells. So when scientists say that if you were to unwind this DNA and lay it out flat, it would actually stretch almost twice as long as a standard toddler's height, it really blows your mind. All that information is cozying up in every nook and cranny of your being, carrying the genetic instructions that make you, well, you. This intricate blueprint is responsible for everything from the color of your eyes to how your body functions, day in and day out. So the next time you think about your body, just remember, you're literally a walking library of genetic information. And if we could somehow reel out that DNA, we'd have a long enough strand to make some pretty impressive predictions about the future of life on Earth and beyond. Let's uncover the truth about the Channel Tunnel. Did you know that the distance from the UK to France is just 32 kilometers? This short span across the English Channel led to a groundbreaking achievement in transportation, the construction of the Channel Tunnel. Completed in 1994, this engineering marvel links the city of Dover in the UK to Calais in France, offering a seamless connection between the two nations. The project wasn't a small feat. It cost around $15 billion back then, which translates to an astounding $35 billion today. The tunnel stretches approximately 50.45 kilometers in total, including a remarkable underwater portion. Travelers can cross the tunnel in about 35 minutes, making it a popular choice for both commuters and tourists. This iconic link has transformed travel, encouraging cultural exchange and boosting trade between the UK and Europe. Imagine zooming under the sea, sitting back and enjoying the ride. It's a unique experience. So next time you think about traveling to France, consider the extraordinary Channel Tunnel. Did you know Boston's tunnels use complex propellers? Building these tunnels wasn't a simple task. The propellers utilized in the construction were anything but ordinary. They were highly complex and specifically designed for the job. Engineers understood that to create an underground passage without disrupting the city above, they needed specialized machinery for lifting the propellers into place. This intricate equipment was crucial to integrate the tunnel seamlessly into the existing road infrastructure. Without such innovation, the risk of damaging buildings and roads would have been high, causing chaos in the bustling city. The propellers, functioning like massive screws, helped to bore through the earth while minimizing disturbances above ground. Imagine the precision and thought that went into this project, ensuring not only the success of the tunnel, but also the safety of Bostonians. The construction of these tunnels is a great example of engineering creativity and the commitment to preserving urban life while advancing infrastructure. What other challenges do you think engineers face today? Ever seen a village living in a cave? Zhongdong Village in Guizhou, China, is an extraordinary community where about 100 residents have made their homes inside a cave. These remarkable people have not only made cozy living spaces, but have also created a school and areas to raise livestock right within the cave's walls. This unique lifestyle has been maintained for generations, and even though the government has made efforts to relocate them to more modern accommodations, many villagers choose to remain in their ancestral home. They find a deep sense of belonging and connection to their history in these ancient caves. The village showcases the ingenuity and resilience of its inhabitants, who have adapted to the natural environment while preserving their traditions. In a world where urbanization is often seen as the norm, Zhongdong stands out as a remarkable example of how communities can thrive in unconventional settings. What does the future hold for this incredible cave village? Let's uncover the truth about Visby, Sweden. This enchanting city, located on the beautiful Baltic island of Gotland, feels like a time machine, transporting visitors into a rich tapestry of medieval history. With its impressive 13th century wall still standing proud, Visby showcases not only remarkable gates and watchtowers, but also invites you to explore its charming cobblestone streets. Picture yourself wandering among vibrant medieval houses and gazing at ancient church ruins that have endured for centuries. Each turn reveals stories of yesteryear waiting to be discovered. Every summer, the city bursts into life during its famous medieval week, where tourists can dive into the past through lively markets, colorful parades, and thrilling tournaments that vividly recreate history. Beyond its historical allure, Visby also offers breathtaking limestone formations along a stunning coastline, providing views that will leave you awestruck. If you're searching for a destination where history and natural beauty converge, Visby promises an unforgettable experience that keeps visitors coming back for more. Why exactly does exploring a giant human body excite visitors? At the Corpus Christi Museum in Holland, an incredible experience awaits where visitors can step inside a massive, inflatable structure that mimics a human body. With innovative technology, you can navigate through the body's systems as if you were a tiny cell using a GPS-like device. This amazing journey allows guests to learn about complex biology in a fun and interactive way. As you move through the heart, lungs, and intestines, you'll discover how each organ plays a vital role in keeping us alive. It's not just educational, it's a hands-on adventure that encourages curiosity about human anatomy and health. Families, students, and science enthusiasts alike rave about this unique opportunity. So whether you're dreaming of becoming a doctor or just want to explore the wonders of the human body, this museum experience offers an unforgettable look inside ourselves. Ever wondered how automatic parking systems work? These innovative technologies have revolutionized the way we park our cars. With just a touch of a button, drivers can send their vehicles to a designated parking spot without the need for any complicated maneuvers. The system uses a combination of sensors and cameras to scan surroundings, ensuring a smooth and safe parking experience. When the driver steps out of the car, the automatic parking system takes over, navigating the vehicle into a space while avoiding obstacles. This is a game changer for urban areas, where parking can be a huge hassle. By eliminating the hassle and stress of parking, these systems not only save time, but also reduce the risk of accidents that can happen during tricky parking situations. So, next time you see a car slide into a tight spot all by itself, you can appreciate the smart technology at work. Did you know Indonesia has the most active volcanoes? This incredible country boasts over 130 active volcanoes, making it the highest concentration of volcanoes on our planet. Indonesia sits in a region called the Ring of Fire, a horseshoe-shaped area in the Pacific Ocean known for its seismic activity. While volcanoes can be dangerous, the communities living near these giants actually reap some benefits. The volcanic soil, enriched with nutrients from past eruptions, creates a flourishing environment for crops. Farmers grow rice, coffee, and many other plants, taking full advantage of this rich land. Despite the potential risks, the local people have learned to adapt, developing systems to monitor volcanic activity and respond during eruptions. It's a unique balance of life in harmony with nature's power. So the next time you think of volcanoes, remember that in Indonesia, they are not just destructive forces, but also vital contributors to the agricultural bounty and cultural identity of the region. You won't believe this about dark chocolate. Contrary to what many think, this delicious treat might actually be better for your teeth than other sugary snacks. Dark chocolate, particularly varieties that boast a high cocoa content and low sugar levels, contains compounds that can actually help fight off the bacteria responsible for cavities. These compounds, known as polyphenols, have been shown to inhibit the growth of harmful bacteria in the mouth. Moreover, dark chocolate contains minerals like phosphorus and calcium, which strengthen teeth. So while it's still wise to enjoy it in moderation, indulging in a small piece of dark chocolate could benefit your dental health. Next time you're craving something sweet, consider reaching for a piece of dark chocolate instead of a sugary candy bar. Who knew treating yourself could be so good for your smile? Believe it or not, Magdeburg has the longest aqueduct. Spanning an impressive 9/18 meters, this incredible structure is the most extensive navigable aqueduct in the world. The Magdeburg Water Bridge, as it's officially called, connects two significant rivers, the Elbe and the Havel. This architectural marvel was completed in 2003, allowing vessels to sail seamlessly across it, which means they no longer need to make a lengthy detour around the rivers. Imagine boats gliding through the air above land, thanks to this innovative construction. The bridge not only showcases human ingenuity, but also boosts local tourism and the economy. Visitors flock to Magdeburg to experience this unique engineering feat, marveling at its towering structure as it spans over land. The bridge's design incorporates beautiful views and attracts boaters and pedestrians alike, creating a lively atmosphere. Hence, it's not just a waterway, it's a symbol of modern engineering and collaboration, bridging the gap between two bodies of water while inviting everyone to explore its wonders. Let's uncover the truth about the waterbed. This funky invention, which became a sensation in the 1960s, has a surprising backstory. Created by Charles Hall, a college student, the waterbed was designed to provide ultimate comfort for sleepers. Hall's innovation, however, didn't go through the traditional patent process. Instead, it slipped through the patent office for a while, highlighting how sometimes groundbreaking ideas can navigate around red tape. The waterbed's unique design not only revolutionized the mattress industry, but also turned into a pop culture icon during the 70s and 80s. People loved the idea of floating on water while they slept. Although it became less popular in recent years, the waterbed still holds a special place in many memories, whether it was the centerpiece of a groovy bedroom or a fun novelty at parties. Have you ever tried one yourself? Did you know owls' eye colors reveal their habits? The color of an owl's eyes is not just for show, it actually provides insight into their hunting preferences. For instance, dark brown-eyed owls are masters of nighttime hunting, using their keen vision to navigate in the dark. Meanwhile, orange-eyed owls prefer to hunt at dawn and dusk, taking advantage of those twilight hours when other creatures are active. On the other hand, yellow-eyed owls are the daytime predators, thriving in the bright light as they search for food. This amazing evolutionary trait helps them blend into their environments while hunting, making them better at catching prey. Next time you spot an owl, take a moment to observe its eye color. It could tell you whether that feathered friend prefers the dark of night, the magic of twilight, or the light of day. What if I told you about the bajo sexto? This impressive instrument is the largest member of the string family, making it a standout in the world of music. Primarily used in Mexican and Tejano folk music, the bajo sexto is a vital part of many traditional ensembles. With its distinctive, deep, resonant sound, it often strums rhythmic patterns that provide a rich harmonic foundation for singers and players alike. Typically featuring 12 strings arranged in pairs, this guitar is played much like a standard guitar, but has a unique tuning that sets it apart. Musicians often pluck or strum its strings to create vibrant melodies that reflect the spirit of Mexican culture. Whether at festive celebrations or intimate gatherings, the bajo sexto brings people together through its lively tunes. So next time you hear this beauty in action, you can appreciate its role in weaving the rich tapestry of folk music. What stories might it tell? Have you ever wondered why male elephants get aggressive? During a fascinating period known as must, male elephants experience a serious surge in testosterone, increasing their hormone levels by 40 to 60 times the norm. This dramatic change doesn't just make them more aggressive. It also comes with some striking physical changes. For instance, you might notice their temporal glands swelling and even dribbling urine, which is a clear sign of this hormonal condition. The must period usually lasts for several weeks, during which these elephants may become more prone to confrontations, challenging others for dominance or mating rights. It's nature's way of ensuring that only the strongest genes get passed on. Intrigued by how this wild behavior shapes elephant society and their relationships, one can only wonder how such natural instincts influence their survival in the wild. Can you imagine that flamingo knees are hidden? Flamingos are famous for their striking pink feathers and long legs. But did you know their knees are tucked away high on their legs? This unique anatomy means their actual knees are covered by fluffy feathers, making them appear graceful as they wade through shallow waters. When searching for food, flamingos tilt their bodies and bend their necks, using their specialized beaks to sift through mud and water for tasty treats like algae and small crustaceans. This clever design not only helps them stay balanced while standing on one leg, a common pose for these bird beauties, but also allows them to navigate their watery habitats with ease. So next time you see a flamingo, remember there's more than meets the eye when it comes to their surprising knee placement. Believe it or not, PowerPoint can be deadly. The term death by PowerPoint captures the frustration many people feel during dull, uninspired presentations. Instead of engaging the audience, some presenters rely too heavily on bullet points, overwhelming text, and monotonous visuals, which can lead to disengagement and boredom. In our fast-paced world, representation is more than just putting information on slides. It's about storytelling, creativity, and sparking interest. Effective presentations involve a balance of visuals and impactful speech, captivating the audience's attention and fostering discussion. Strategies like incorporating striking images, interactive elements, or even humor can transform a traditional slideshow into an unforgettable experience. So the next time you sit through a presentation, think about how to keep it lively and entertaining, because nobody wants to meet the grim fate of death by PowerPoint. Guess what really drives Little Island's charm? This stunning floating park, located in New York's Hudson River Park, brilliantly combines the beauty of nature, captivating art, and innovative architecture. Opened in 2021 after an investment of $260 million, Little Island is so much more than just a park. Visitors stroll along its winding paths, discovering lush gardens filled with native plants that change with the seasons, ensuring a fresh experience every time. But that's not all. The park also boasts an amphitheater where you can catch live performances and cultural events, immersing yourself in the vibrant, artistic atmosphere. Designed to mimic the shape of a leaf, Little Island floats gracefully above the water, creating a unique landscape that's both welcoming and enchanting. It's the perfect escape for New Yorkers seeking relaxation or adventure, all while supporting community engagement through art and nature. Have you visited this incredible spot yet? Why exactly does sneezing close your eyes? It's a fascinating reflex. When you sneeze, your body goes through a series of actions to protect itself, and one of these is shutting your eyes. This blink reflex helps protect our eyes from the force and possible irritation from foreign particles that might be expelled. However, not everyone finds it impossible to sneeze with their eyes open. Some individuals can manage to keep their eyes wide open while sneezing, but it takes a bit of effort. This quirky ability highlights how unique our bodies can be. The pressure built up during a sneeze naturally causes our eyelids to slam shut, acting as a safety barrier. So, while most of us are instinctively closing our eyes when we sneeze, a few brave individuals can defy this natural reflex. Isn't it interesting how our bodies work in such peculiar ways? Ever wonder how wolves smell from miles away? Winter wolves are remarkable creatures thanks to their extraordinary sense of smell. They can detect scents from as far as 1.75 miles away, even through layers of snow. This incredible ability helps them locate lost items and evaluate the hygiene habits of other animals in their territory. Imagine walking through a snowy forest, and these wolves are able to sniff out food or even their pack members with astonishing accuracy. Their keen olfactory skills not only assist them in hunting, but also play a role in social interactions among wolves. Identifying scents left behind by prey or rivals helps these animals establish their presence and territory. With their noses leading the way, winter wolves demonstrate a fascinating adaptation that enhances their survival in the wild. Next time you see snow-covered landscapes, think about how these amazing animals navigate their world with the help of their powerful sense of smell. Did you know Antarctica is the coldest place on Earth? This icy continent reached a staggering record low of -128.6 degrees Fahrenheit at Vostok Station in 1983. Such extreme temperatures are hard to imagine, especially since Antarctica remains below freezing even in the summer months. Imagine a place where the sun barely warms the ground and the winds can chill you to the bone. Vostok Station, located near the Earth's southern pole, is a key scientific research site, helping scientists understand climate change and Earth's history. Despite its harsh conditions, Antarctica is home to unique wildlife, including hardy penguins and seals that thrive in this frozen habitat. The extreme cold and isolation make it a challenging but fascinating environment, reminding us how diverse our planet can be. Have you ever thought about how life survives in such conditions? Ever thought about why antibiotics work differently? Antibiotics are fascinating little drugs that don't just go on a killing spree against bacteria. Instead, they prevent these microbes from multiplying. This unique approach means that the bacteria are still technically alive, but they can't reproduce. Imagine trying to hold a group of tiny, pesky rabbits in a pen. They're still hopping around, but if they can't breed, the population won't grow. This method allows the body's immune system to step in and clean up the mess. By controlling the spread rather than destroying all bacteria outright, antibiotics give our bodies a fighting chance. However, this also means that if misused, bacteria can adapt and develop resistance, making them harder to treat. So while antibiotics are a powerful tool in our medical arsenal, how we use them matters greatly. Can you imagine how much water coffee needs? Producing just 1 pound of coffee requires around 37 gallons of water. This astonishing figure highlights the significant resources involved in coffee cultivation. Many people love their morning coffee, but few realize the environmental impact of each cup. The process starts on coffee farms, where beans grow in tropical climates, often in high-altitude regions. These farms depend heavily on water not just for the plants, but also for processing and drying the beans after harvest. As demand for coffee rises globally, this water-intensive nature raises questions about sustainability. How can coffee lovers enjoy their favorite brew while being mindful of precious water resources? It's time to explore sustainable practices in farming, like using drip irrigation or selecting drought-resistant coffee varieties, to ensure we can cherish coffee for years to come. Why exactly does age stop some people from running? Fauja's story, especially as the inspiring turban runner, shows us how age is just a number. Starting his running journey at 89, Fauja dedicated his entire life to agricultural work, demonstrating that it's never too late to embrace new challenges. His remarkable determination led him to make history in 2011, when he became the first centenarian to complete a marathon at the Toronto Marathon. Sporting a traditional turban and a huge smile, Fauja crossed the finish line with astonishing energy and enthusiasm, proving that age doesn't have to limit our dreams. His journey encourages people of all ages to stay active and pursue their passions, showcasing the incredible power of perseverance. Whether it's running, gardening, or learning a new skill, Fauja reminds us that every year can be an opportunity for growth and achievement. Who will be inspired to lace up their running shoes next? Is it really true that peanuts aren't nuts? The answer is yes. Despite their name, peanuts are classified as legumes, which sets them apart from true nuts like almonds and walnuts that grow on trees. Instead, peanuts develop underground in pods, earning them the charming nickname groundnut. They belong to the same family as other healthy foods like beans, chickpeas, and lentils, making them a versatile addition to your diet. Peanuts thrive in warm climates and require specific growing conditions, including sandy soil for their unique underground growth. While they might look like nuts, their nutritional profile is more similar to beans, packed with protein, fiber, and essential vitamins. Next time you enjoy peanut butter or roasted peanuts, remember that they're more closely related to your favorite legumes than to tree nuts. How great is it to know your food's true identity? Here's a wild fact about Coca-Cola's name. The name Coca-Cola comes from two key ingredients used when the drink was first created: coca leaves and cola nuts. Coca leaves provided a mild stimulant known for making people feel more alert, while cola nuts added an extra boost of caffeine, which definitely keeps you awake. This unique blend contributed to the drink's energizing effects, making it popular among consumers right from the start. Interestingly, the exact recipe for Coca-Cola is still one of the best-kept secrets in the food and beverage world, with only a select few individuals aware of the precise mix of flavors. Over the years, the recipe has undergone some changes to appeal to modern tastes, yet the brand remains committed to its original essence. Isn't it fascinating how a drink can have such intriguing origins? Did you know Leonardo da Vinci was ambidextrous? For years, many believed this genius of the Renaissance was left-handed. However, recent studies reveal that he could skillfully wield both hands. This fascinating discovery emerged from examining his early works, where inscriptions appear in opposite directions, highlighting his extraordinary abilities. Imagine creating art and writing with both hands simultaneously. Da Vinci's ambidexterity set him apart, allowing him to explore and innovate in ways that helped shape art and science. His remarkable talent didn't just stop at painting, he was also a skilled scientist, engineer, and inventor. By mastering the use of both hands, Da Vinci could experiment and create more efficiently. So the next time you admire masterpieces like the Mona Lisa or the Last Supper, remember the unique skill of ambidexterity that contributed to his artistic brilliance. Here's a wild fact about toe walking in toddlers. Many parents notice that their little ones often walk on their toes as they learn to maneuver their world. It's actually quite common in toddlers, But if this toe walking doesn't fade away by ages 2 or 3, it could be a sign of neurodivergence. Conditions like autism spectrum disorder, cerebral palsy, or muscular dystrophy might be linked to this behavior. Toddlers who toe walk could be expressing sensory preferences or facing issues with muscle tone and coordination. While this behavior is not automatically alarming, it's a good idea for parents to consult pediatricians or developmental specialists if it continues. Early evaluations can help in understanding any neurological or orthopedic challenges the child might face, promoting timely interventions. Getting support early on can make a significant difference in a child's development, helping them walk confidently and comfortably. So what should parents keep an eye on? Guess what really drives Lake Maracaibo's unique architecture? For centuries, the beautiful palafitos, or stilt houses, have captivated visitors in Venezuela's Lake Maracaibo. These homes, lifted high on stilts, are ingeniously built to withstand the lake's fluctuations and provide protection from flooding. Connected by charming floating walkways, these iconic structures echo the ingenuity of indigenous peoples who first created them. The unique layout not only aids in mobility across the water, but also fosters a close-knit community atmosphere. Locals often gather along these pathways, sharing stories and laughter, creating a vibrant culture above the waves. This fascinating architecture has earned Lake Maracaibo its delightful nickname, Little Venice, reflecting its own unique charm. Whether you're exploring the waterways or simply taking in the picturesque views, the stilt houses of Palafitos stand as a testament to human resilience and creativity. So the next time you hear about this enchanting place, remember that every palafito tells a story of history, adaptation, and connection to the land and water. Believe it or not, you meet killers every day. According to research, the average person encounters around 36 killers throughout their lifetime, particularly if they live to be 100 years old. This startling figure suggests that many of these dangerous individuals blend into society, often hiding in plain sight. While we might think of murderers as extreme outliers, statistics tell a different story. Many may never face justice, leaving their crimes unsolved. These individuals could be anyone: a stranger on the street, a neighbor, or even someone working in your community. Understanding this chilling reality highlights the importance of awareness and safety in our daily lives. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? While the vast majority of people are good, the danger can be lurking close by, reminding us to stay vigilant and never underestimate the unpredictability of the world around us. Have you ever wondered why Mount Washington is so deadly? This mountain, although not the tallest, holds the grim title for having more deaths per vertical foot than any other mountain in the world. Its extreme weather conditions make it a formidable challenge for even experienced hikers. Mount Washington can experience sudden and severe weather changes, with winds reaching over 200 miles per hour, snowstorms striking unexpectedly, and temperatures plummeting to life-threatening levels in a matter of hours. These harsh conditions create an environment where even the most prepared climbers can find themselves in serious danger. Despite its stunning beauty and popularity, the mountain frequently ranks among the 10 deadliest mountains globally. With its rugged terrain and unpredictable weather, Mount Washington is a reminder of nature's power and the importance of being prepared for an adventure. Are you ready to respect its might? Guess what really drives cars uphill in Canada? Magnetic Hill, located in the stunning region of Ladakh, offers a mesmerizing optical illusion that leaves visitors scratching their heads. When you park your car in the designated spot and shift into neutral, something magical happens. The vehicle seems to roll uphill. This curious phenomenon tricks our brains into perceiving a gentle slope as an incline, creating the illusion of defying gravity. Tourists flock to Magnetic Hill, bringing cameras and curiosity to witness this surreal experience for themselves. The surrounding landscape is equally captivating, with majestic mountains and clear skies that enhance the charm of this unusual spot. People often wonder how such an optical illusion works and share their experiences with friends and family. Although it may seem strange, Magnetic Hill serves as a delightful reminder of how nature can play tricks on our senses. Next time you're in Canada, don't miss this chance to see cars rolling up a hill. Wouldn't it be fun to experience this bizarre twist of reality? Surprisingly, starlight reveals the universe's hidden shapes. When astronomers peer through telescopes, they uncover a dazzling array of celestial bodies, including stars that exhibit fascinating shapes. One such star appears bowl-shaped, resembling a magnificent parabola. This unique form is not only stunning, but also helps scientists understand the complex structures of stars. As light travels from these distant celestial objects, it carries vital information about their composition and behavior. By analyzing this starlight, researchers can explore planets, stars, and galaxies, piecing together the cosmic puzzle of our universe. Each telescope vision offers a new glimpse into the mysteries of space, provoking questions about how these stars formed and what they can teach us. With advanced technology constantly improving, who knows what surprising discoveries await as we gaze deeper into the cosmos? Is it really true that bumblebees can fly? Surprisingly, these fuzzy little creatures seem to defy the laws of physics with their ability to take to the skies. For years, scientists believed their clumsy appearance made them incapable of flight. But this was proven wrong. Early calculations failed to account for how bumblebees flap their wings in a unique figure-8 pattern, creating swirling vortices of air that lift them off the ground. This remarkable feat of nature not only deepened our understanding of aerodynamics, but also sparked innovation in technology, particularly in robotics and drone design. Engineers have looked to bumblebee flight mechanics when developing new flying machines. Additionally, bumblebees are vital pollinators, playing a critical role in boosting plant reproduction and sustaining ecosystems. Without them, many of our favorite fruits and vegetables would struggle to thrive. So next time you see a bumblebee buzzing by, remember that nature has its own way of bending the rules and inspiring us all. Guess what really drives Kilauea's fiery eruptions? Deep inside Kilauea, one of the world's most active volcanoes in Hawaii, a stream of hot lava flows continuously, showing off its bright red glow that lights up the dark night sky. This mesmerizing spectacle is not just a pretty sight, it's a powerful reminder of the Earth's dynamic nature. Kilauea sits atop a hot spot in the Earth's mantle, where magma pushes through the crust, causing eruptions. As the molten rock emerges, it cools and hardens, creating new landforms. Tourists flock to Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, hoping to catch a glimpse of the glowing lava and the steam it creates as it meets the ocean. This ever-changing landscape highlights the ongoing battle between fire and water, leaving many to wonder what further surprises Kilauea has in store. Prepare to be amazed by Mumbai's artistic taxi revolution. Imagine stepping into a taxi and being welcomed by a burst of colors and unique designs all around you. This is what happens in Mumbai, where the Taxi Fabric project has taken everyday taxis and turned them into vibrant works of art. Local artists collaborate to decorate the interiors with eye-catching patterns and stories, showcasing their creativity in a way that redefines transportation. Each taxi becomes a moving canvas, reflecting the cultural richness of the city. Riders not only enjoy a simple commute, but also experience a mini art gallery on wheels. This project not only supports artists by providing them a platform, but also helps create an appreciation for art in daily life. How cool is it to transform a routine journey into a delightful experience full of artistic flair? Next time you catch a taxi in Mumbai, look around. It might just surprise you. Ever wondered how a ghost story inspired Frankenstein? Mary Shelley, just 18 years old, created one of the most iconic horror novels, Frankenstein, during a unique summer in Switzerland. While staying at the Villa Diodati by Lake Geneva with her lover Percy Shelley and the famed poet Lord Byron, the group decided to engage in a ghost story competition. This was a way to entertain themselves during a gloomy, rainy period, and it sparked an intense creative challenge. The atmosphere of the dark night, combined with the eerie setting, ignited Mary's imagination. She envisioned Victor Frankenstein, a scientist who creates a living being from dead matter and faces dire consequences for his ambition. The experience was transformative, launching her career and introducing the themes of humanity, creation, and responsibility that resonate through literature today. Mary's timeless tale raises questions about ethics and innovation that are just as relevant now as they were in the 19th century. What does it mean to play God? Dare to cross the world's most dangerous bridge? The Hussaini Suspension Bridge in Pakistan stands at a jaw-dropping height of 8,130 feet, attracting thrill-seekers and curious adventurers alike. This breathtaking bridge spans over Lake Bharat, but don't let the stunning views fool you. With its precarious planks and narrow ropes, crossing this bridge is not for the faint of heart. Many planks are missing, leaving gaps that challenge even the bravest souls who dare to tread upon them. As you take each step, the swaying and shaking of the bridge can feel like a wild roller coaster ride. Local villagers have grown accustomed to this risky crossing, but for many tourists, it's a test of courage. The beautiful yet terrifying experience showcases nature's magnificence, but ensures you think twice about each step. Would you take the risk for the adventure of a lifetime? Dive into the magical world of pyrosomes. These fascinating creatures, often called the unicorns of the sea, are not only unique in name, but also in appearance. Pyrosomes are bioluminescent marine colonial tunicates that can reach astonishing lengths of 13 to 18 meters. Imagine a glowing, gelatinous tube floating gracefully in the ocean, creating a beautiful spectacle under the waves. Each pyrosome is actually a colony made up of thousands of tiny individual animals called zooids, working together to form this remarkable structure. When disturbed, they emit a soft, glowing light that captivates anyone lucky enough to witness it. Found in warmer waters around the globe, these enigmatic sea creatures play a role in the marine ecosystem, serving as a habitat for small fish and other organisms. While they may seem like fantasy, pyrosomes are a real marvel of nature, blending beauty and mystery in the deep blue sea. Have you ever imagined encountering one of these glowing giants in the ocean? Can you imagine that women can't speak to men? In Yemen, a deeply rooted cultural norm restricts women from talking to men who aren't their relatives. This prohibition stems from traditional beliefs about modesty and honor that have been passed down through generations. Women often navigate their daily lives within tightly knit family structures, limiting interactions with outsiders. Such restrictions affect various aspects of life. For example, women may find it challenging to pursue education, work opportunities, or social connections outside their family circles. The implications are immense, as they can hinder personal growth and independence. Many activists are striving for change, advocating for women's rights and greater freedom in conversations and interactions. As the conversation about gender equality gains momentum worldwide, can Yemen break free from these boundaries? It's a complicated issue, but the voices of women are beginning to be heard. Hard to believe, but Alaska leads in missing persons. With a startling rate of 42.16 missing persons per 100,000 residents, Alaska has the highest disappearance rate in the United States. This figure is nearly 3 times higher than Arizona, which holds the second spot at 1228. So why is Alaska facing such a troubling issue? Factors such as its vast remote wilderness and harsh weather conditions contribute significantly to this alarming statistic. Many areas are difficult to access, making search and rescue operations incredibly challenging. Additionally, the state's unique lifestyle, with many residents living off the grid or in isolated communities, can lead to individuals going missing without anyone noticing right away. Addressing this issue requires focused efforts on improving safety, increasing community awareness, and enhancing support systems for vulnerable populations. What steps can we take as a society to help reduce these numbers? Did you know the Great Wall of China isn't one wall? This impressive structure, celebrated as one of the modern wonders of the world, actually consists of a series of disconnected walls, fortifications, and natural barriers that stretch over 13,000 miles. Built over several dynasties starting from as early as the 7th century BC, the Great Wall was designed to protect Chinese states from invasions, but it didn't always function as a continuous barrier. Instead, it's a patchwork of walls built from various materials, including earth, stone, and bricks, depending on what was locally available at the time. Some sections are well preserved and heavily visited, while others are crumbling and secluded. As you walk along the wall, You'll not only see breathtaking views of the surrounding mountains and valleys, but also encounter the rich history and incredible craftsmanship that went into constructing this monumental feat. Each section tells a story of the people and resources that shaped it. So, why does this remarkable structure continue to captivate millions around the world? Did you know King Steve lived 55 extra years? Despite being diagnosed with a terminal illness in the 1960s, King stunned everyone by not only surviving, but thriving. Instead of succumbing to the grim prognosis, he embraced life, celebrating his 76th birthday in 2018. During those remarkable years, the world of physics witnessed incredible advancements, from the discovery of gravitational waves to breakthroughs in quantum computing. Steve's journey serves as an inspiring reminder of resilience, showing how human spirit can challenge medical expectations. His life story feels like a testament to hope, demonstrating that even in the face of daunting challenges, one can find joy and purpose. Who wouldn't be inspired by someone who defies the odds against all expectations? King's legacy encourages us to appreciate every moment and embrace the unpredictability of life. Have you ever wondered how pyramids were built? The construction of the Great Pyramids of Egypt showcases extraordinary engineering skills from thousands of years ago. Completed around 2560 BC, these monumental structures, especially the Great Pyramid of Giza, were built using approximately 2.3 million limestone blocks, each weighing between 2.5 to 15 tons. Remarkably, the ancient Egyptians managed to transport these massive stones from distant quarries, utilizing a combination of sledges and lubricated paths to ease the burden. Why did they go to such lengths? These pyramids served as elaborate tombs for pharaohs, embodying their status and ensuring their safe passage to the afterlife. Historians and archaeologists are still fascinated by the construction methods, including the sophisticated techniques for alignment and stability. Despite centuries of speculation, many questions remain about how such precise engineering was achieved with simple tools. Isn't it amazing to think about the skills required to create such lasting wonders? Let's uncover the truth about the tarantula wasp. This strikingly large wasp found in parts of America is known not just for its size, but for its incredibly painful sting. So painful, in fact, that a peer-reviewed journal once advised anyone unfortunate enough to be stung to lie down and scream in order to avoid further injury. The sting of the tarantula wasp ranks among the most excruciating experiences in the animal kingdom, often described by those who have felt it as an intense, fiery sensation that lasts for hours. This wasp doesn't just have a painful sting for no reason. It's part of their unique life cycle. They paralyze tarantulas with their sting, laying their eggs inside the helpless spider. When the larvae hatch, they consume the tarantula from the inside out. Though their sting can be terrifying, these wasps play a critical role in controlling spider populations, showcasing the complex balance of nature. Did you know this museum's facade is stunningly unique? The Sumaya Museum in Mexico City captivates visitors with its remarkable exterior, which is adorned with over 16,000 aluminum hexagons. Designed by the talented Fernando Romero, in collaboration with the renowned architect Frank Gehry, this modern architectural masterpiece showcases a fusion of Mexican and European art. Inside, you'll find not only impressive art collections, but also rotating sculptures that keep the experience fresh and exciting. The museum's commitment to making culture accessible shines through its policy of free admission, allowing everyone to experience the beauty and creativity it offers. As one of the most visited museums in Latin America, the Sumaya Museum is a vibrant hub for art lovers and curious minds alike. Whether you're an art enthusiast or just looking for a unique outing, this museum promises an enchanting journey through art and innovation. So, why not add a visit to your plans and dive into its artistic wonders? Is it really true that ants can explode for safety? The Camponotus saunders ant, found in Malaysia, has a remarkable and shocking defense mechanism known as autothysis. When the colony is threatened, these brave ants literally sacrifice themselves. They have specialized glands filled with a potent toxic substance. When danger looms, they can rupture their bodies, causing these glands to burst and release their toxic contents. This self-destructive act is not in vain. It creates a protective barrier that can deter predators or invaders from harming the rest of the colony. This extreme measure may seem bizarre, but for the survival of their community, it can be a lifesaver. This unusual behavior highlights how nature equips its creatures with extraordinary survival tactics, ensuring the colony can thrive despite threats. Who would have thought that such small ants could display such extreme courage? Did you know the tiniest bird can't fly? The Tristan da Cunha rail, measuring just about 15 centimeters long, holds the title for the smallest flightless bird in the world. Native to the remote Tristan da Cunha archipelago in the South Atlantic Ocean, this little bird has adapted to its environment in fascinating ways. Weighing only about 40 grams, the Tristan da Cunha rail has fluffy, brownish feathers that help it camouflage perfectly among the island's grasslands and rocky terrain. Unlike their flying cousins, these rails have strong legs for running and foraging on the ground, avoiding predators while searching for insects and plant material. Their flightlessness is a result of living in an isolated habitat where flying isn't as necessary for survival. So next time you think about birds, remember that even the smallest ones can still have a big story to tell. Did you know giant anteaters have long tongues? These fascinating creatures can reach nearly 6 feet in length, but their mouths are surprisingly narrow, only about an inch wide. This unique design is perfect for their diet of insects, especially ants and termites. Giant anteaters have long, sticky tongues that can extend up to 2 feet. They flick their tongues in and out rapidly, capturing hundreds of insects in just one feeding session. It's a remarkable sight to observe in the wild. Their specialized mouths and tongues help them thrive in their habitats, which include grasslands and forests across Central and South America. Despite their size, giant anteaters are mostly solitary and hold an important role in their ecosystem by helping control insect populations. So the next time you think about how animals eat, remember the giant anteater and its incredible tongue. Who wouldn't find that amazing? Did you know that South Korea has a Cinderella law? Enacted in 2011, this unique regulation aims to tackle the growing issue of internet addiction among young people. The law prohibits individuals under 16 years old from playing online games during the late-night hours of midnight to 6 a.m. This was a significant step, as many children were spending countless hours gaming, which affected their sleep and overall health. Interestingly, parents have the option to request exemptions, allowing their kids to game during these restricted hours if they believe it's appropriate. The name Cinderella Law evokes the fairy tale where Cinderella must return home before midnight, reflecting how the law seeks to guide youth to healthy gaming habits while balancing their digital lives. With its proactive approach, South Korea hopes to create a healthier environment for its younger generation. How is this initiative impacting children's behavior around gaming and screen time? Guess what really drives bubble hotels in Iceland? The Bubble Company is creating a magical escape with its unique overnight experiences. Imagine staying in a transparent bubble surrounded by breathtaking nature. Each bubble hotel offers guests incredible views of the stunning northern lights during winter or the enchanting midnight sun in summer. These cozy bubbles provide a chance to connect with the great outdoors while enjoying a snug night's sleep. Picture lying in bed, gazing up at the starry sky or the colorful auroras dancing overhead. What a way to unwind. This innovative concept combines comfort with adventure, allowing travelers to revel in Iceland's natural beauty in a truly immersive way. Whether you're looking for romance, a unique family trip, or a thrilling solo adventure, staying in a bubble hotel is sure to make your Iceland experience unforgettable. Why the Great Wall of China couldn't stop invaders? The Great Wall of China, an awe-inspiring feat of engineering, was primarily constructed to defend against threats like the Mongols. Stretching over 13,000 miles, it was a symbol of strength and resilience. However, despite its massive size and impressive design, the wall ultimately fell short of its intended purpose. Time and again, the cunning Mongols found creative ways to bypass this monumental barrier, using strategies such as bribery and infiltration. In some cases, they simply rode around it in remote areas. This highlights a fascinating lesson about historical defenses. Even the mightiest walls can be circumvented. The Great Wall now stands as a powerful reminder of human ambition, but also a testament to the challenges of protection in a world where innovation and adaptability often outpace even the most formidable structures. Surprisingly, it's a fact that glass bottles are ancient. Dating back to around 1500 BC, these remarkable creations were originally handcrafted for storing perfumes and medicines in ancient civilizations. Over the centuries, glass bottles evolved through various techniques and styles, reflecting the cultures that produced them. Fast forward to today, modern glass bottles have become staples in our daily lives, holding everything from beverages to sauces. One of the coolest things about glass is that it is fully recyclable. This means we can transform used glass bottles into new ones over and over again without sacrificing their quality. However, there's a catch. If tossed into a landfill, a glass bottle can take up to 1 million years to decompose. So next time you sip from a glass bottle, remember its long history and the importance of recycling. Isn't that fascinating? Can you ride a bike in a swimming pool? In Baldwin Park, California, it's actually illegal. This quirky law emerged from safety concerns tied to riding bicycles in water. Imagine the chaos if people zoomed around in pools on their bikes. Such activities could lead to accidents, putting swimmers at risk, while also potentially damaging pool equipment. Swimming pools are designed for swimming, soaking, and relaxing, not for bike rides. By keeping bicycles on dry land, this law helps maintain a safe and enjoyable environment for everyone looking to cool off. Laws like this remind us how important safety regulations are in public spaces. So next time you think about taking a bike for a splash, remember Baldwin Park's unusual rule and save those pedaling adventures for the pavement. Did you know Nobel Prize winners can feel isolated? Although these brilliant individuals have achieved remarkable successes, they can struggle with a condition known as nobility. This phenomenon refers to the emotional and psychological challenges that often accompany great achievements. Many Nobel laureates find that their exceptional status creates barriers between them and the rest of society. They might deal with feelings of loneliness and pressure, as others may perceive them as untouchable or inherently different. Additionally, the expectations placed on them can lead to stress and anxiety. Complex relationships and social dynamics often shift, making it hard for them to connect with regular experiences. Understanding the nobility condition sheds light on how even the most accomplished can face unique difficulties, highlighting the importance of connection and support in anyone's life, no matter how distinguished their accomplishments. Did you know the Romans loved building bridges? Did you know the Romans loved building bridges? This interest in bridge construction was particularly evident in the region of Droma. The Romans, known for their extraordinary engineering skills, recognized that strong infrastructure was key to the expansion and connectivity of their empire. By building bridges, they could facilitate trade, military movements, and travel across difficult terrains. The bridges they constructed were marvels of engineering, often made with durable materials like stone and concrete, allowing them to endure the test of time. In Droma, the Romans not only showed off their architectural prowess, but also improved the lives of local inhabitants by making transportation easier. This commitment to infrastructure was a hallmark of Roman society, highlighting their understanding of the need for reliable routes in managing and maintaining their vast empire. The legacy of these ancient bridges can still be seen today, with some still standing after thousands of years. Isn't it fascinating how a simple structure can signify an entire civilization's greatness? Why did astronomers change Pluto's status in 2006? In 2006, the International Astronomical Union, IAU, made a significant decision that shocked many space enthusiasts. They reclassified Pluto as a dwarf planet. This change stemmed from new understandings of what defines a planet. Pluto is relatively small, measuring about 2,377 kilometers in diameter, which is less than half the width of the United States. It also has an unusual orbit that overlaps with other objects in a region called the Kuiper Belt. Unlike larger planets like Earth and Jupiter, Pluto did not dominate its orbital neighborhood, which led scientists to question its classification. The IAU introduced 3 criteria for a celestial body to be considered a planet. It must orbit the sun, be spherical in shape, and clear its orbital path of other debris. Since Pluto failed to meet the last requirement, experts decided it belonged in a new category of smaller similar bodies, hence the term dwarf planet. This shift sparked endless debates and curiosity. Is Pluto still as special despite its new title? Is it really true that internet speed can soar? Recently, researchers set a remarkable record by achieving an unbelievable internet speed of 42 terabits per second. To put that into perspective, this mind-boggling speed can download a staggering 50,000 gigabytes in just 1 second. Imagine streaming more than 14 million music songs or downloading over 10,000 high-definition movies in the blink of an eye. This achievement happened during experiments in optical fiber technology, where scientists utilized advanced systems that pushed data through light signals at incredible rates. The implication of such rapid speeds is astounding. Faster internet means smoother streaming, quicker downloads, and improved connectivity for everything from gaming to telecommuting. While this speed might sound unreal, it represents the exciting future of internet technology, paving the way for an ultra-connected world. So, what could we accomplish with the internet running at those lightning-fast speeds? From virtual reality experiences to seamless communication across the globe, the possibilities are endless. Guess what black oxygen reveals about our planet? Scientists have recently uncovered an amazing phenomenon known as black oxygen, which is produced by rocks found on the ocean floor. This exciting discovery challenges the idea that oxygen comes only from photosynthesis by living organisms like plants and algae. Instead, it shows that geological processes can create oxygen without needing sunlight. Imagine the implications of this finding. It opens new doors to understanding Earth's oxygen supply and emphasizes the significance of our environment in shaping life. Black oxygen suggests there may be hidden processes at work beneath the waves that we haven't fully explored yet. As scientists dig deeper into this topic, they may refine our comprehension of not just oxygen production, but also how life might exist in extreme, dark environments. This discovery could even reshape our search for life on other planets, where sunlight is scarce. Can you believe that rocks might be contributing to the air we breathe? What if I told you your heart is a powerhouse? This incredible organ pumps nearly 1.5 gallons, or 5.7 liters, of blood every single minute. To put that in perspective, if your heart keeps up this amazing pace, it could fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool in less than a year. Imagine that. The heart is roughly the size of 2 hands clasped together, yet it works tirelessly to circulate blood throughout your body. This blood delivers oxygen and nutrients to various organs, fueling everything from your brain to your muscles. The heart's rhythm is like a drummer keeping time in a band, ensuring every part of your body gets what it needs to function effectively. So the next time you think about your heart, remember it's not just a muscle. It's a vital force that keeps you alive, moving and grooving every day. Isn't that amazing? Let's uncover the truth about astronaut laundry. Astronauts on the International Space Station, ISS, face unique challenges when it comes to clothing. Instead of washing their outfits like we do on Earth, they actually discard them after each use. This might sound surprising, but it's a cost-effective choice. Sending supplies to the ISS is extremely expensive, often costing thousands of dollars per pound. Because of this, it's cheaper for space agencies like NASA to provide astronauts with fresh clothing rather than spend resources, time, and energy on washing their garments. Once that clothing is worn, it's packed up and burned up upon re-entry into Earth's atmosphere, allowing for hygiene and comfort in the limited space environment. This system showcases just how different life in space can be. Can you imagine what that must be like? Can you imagine the angel of death? In Muslim tradition, Azrael is known as the angel of death, and he plays a significant role in the process of dying. Unlike the fearsome portrayals we often see in movies, Azrael's duty is to gently separate souls from their bodies at the moment of death. This belief reflects a deep understanding of life, death, and the afterlife within Islamic culture. It symbolizes a comforting transition rather than a harsh end. Azrael, often depicted as a serene figure, serves to remind the faithful of the natural cycle of life, and the importance of living righteously. When a person is near death, it is thought that Azrael gently guides their soul, ensuring a peaceful parting. This notion can provide solace to those grieving, as it portrays death as a natural event, suggesting that a loved one is cared for as they move on to the next stage of existence. Understanding these beliefs enriches our perception of how different cultures view death and the afterlife. What other fascinating beliefs surround life's final moments? Prepare to be amazed by the Old 76 House. This historic establishment, built in 1668 in Tappan, New York, holds the title of the oldest bar on the American continent. Imagine sipping your favorite drink in a place where countless stories have unfolded over more than 350 years. Originally serving as a stagecoach stop, the Old 76 House has welcomed travelers and locals alike, becoming a vital part of the community. Not only does this remarkable building boast a rich history, but it also has connections to the American Revolution. In fact, it was here that General George Washington met with his troops during the war. The bar features charming wooden beams and antique decor, creating an inviting atmosphere where you can feel the weight of history around you. Visitors often share tales of the haunted experiences they've had, giving the Old 76 House an intriguing edge. So whether you are a history buff or just looking for a unique spot to relax, this bar offers a delightful taste of America's past. Are you ready to step into history? What drove Hollywood to introduce the Hays Code? In the early 1930s, Hollywood was a wild place filled with glitz, glamour, and a fair share of scandalous content. Movies were pushing boundaries, featuring racy themes and provocative scenes that shocked audiences and stirred up controversy. This led to a growing call for regulation to clean up the industry. In 1934, the Hays Code was established to set standards for what could be shown on screen. This code aimed to ban explicit themes, ensuring that films promoted morality and family values. Although it helped curb some of the more outrageous content, it also sparked debates about creativity versus censorship. Filmmakers had to navigate strict guidelines, and many stories were altered or entirely shelved because they didn't meet the code's requirements. The impact of the Hays Code influenced not only the types of films made during that era, but also shaped the way Hollywood approached storytelling for decades to come. Isn't it fascinating how the drive for change transformed the film industry? What if I told you color blindness shaped Facebook's colors? Mark Zuckerberg, the co-founder of Facebook, has red-green color blindness, a trait that affects how he perceives colors. For him, blue stands out as the most vivid and striking color, making it a natural choice for Facebook's branding. This personal characteristic didn't just influence a personal preference, it altered the entire visual identity of one of the world's biggest social media platforms. By choosing blue as the primary color, Zuckerberg ensured that the site would resonate with a broad audience while also reflecting his unique way of seeing the world. The blue also symbolizes trust and dependability, important qualities for a platform connecting millions of people. So next time you scroll through your Facebook feed, remember that this giant of social media was in part shaped by the way its creator sees color. Get ready to discover Netflix's time-saving secret. The skip intro button has become a favorite feature for many binge watchers. It allows viewers to bypass opening credits and dive straight into the action of their favorite shows. Did you know that this simple button saves a whopping 2.3 billion hours of viewing time every year? That's enough time for about 260,000 years of entertainment. Imagine how many more episodes or films you could enjoy with that extra time. By streamlining the watching experience, Netflix not only keeps audiences engaged but also encourages them to discover more content. This clever feature demonstrates the platform's commitment to enhancing user experience, making it easier than ever to find and enjoy stories. So the next time you settle in for a streaming session, give a nod to that little button. It's ensuring you spend more time on the stories you love. Discover Hawaii's unique royal palace in Honolulu. The Ailani Palace is not just any building, it's the only royal palace in the entire United States. Nestled in the heart of Honolulu, this majestic structure was once the home of Hawaii's monarchy, a vibrant chapter of the state's history. Built in the late 19th century, Ailani Palace showcases stunning architecture that blends Western and Hawaiian styles. Visitors can marvel at intricate details like the grand staircase and beautifully restored rooms filled with artifacts from the royal era. Every corner of the palace whispers stories of Queen Liliuokalani and King Kalakaua, who ruled with grace and strength. As you wander through its halls, you can't help but feel the spirit of Hawaii's rich cultural heritage. Exploring Iolani Palace is like stepping back in time. How often can you say you visited a royal residence? Hard to believe, but who was Belle Chase John Doe? In 1975, a tragic story unfolded when a 17-year-old boy, whose identity remains a mystery to this day, took his own life. He left behind a haunting note to the police, explicitly asking them not to reveal his name. This act of anonymity raises questions about his life and the struggles he must have faced. Sadly, the situation became even more complicated when a hurricane struck, erasing all records related to his case. This natural disaster not only wiped away physical evidence, but also the potential clues that could have unlocked the truth behind his motivations and background. Today, Belle Chase John Doe represents a lasting enigma and a solemn reminder of the importance of mental health awareness. Every lost story has a family, a community, and lessons we may still need to learn. Who was he, and why did he want to remain unknown? Dive into a meal like no other in Maldives. Imagine enjoying your dinner 16.4 feet beneath the surface of the beautiful Indian Ocean, surrounded by vibrant fish and majestic sharks. At Etha, an extraordinary underwater restaurant in the Maldives, diners experience a unique blend of fine dining and marine exploration. With transparent walls and a ceiling, the structure immerses guests in the stunning underwater ecosystem while they savor delicious meals. The restaurant's design not only highlights the beauty of coral reefs, but also promotes awareness about ocean conservation. As you eat, colorful fish swim by, creating a mesmerizing backdrop, making it feel like you're part of the ocean. How often do you get to dine in a living aquarium? This unforgettable experience isn't just about great food, it's also about connecting with the wonders of our planet's oceans. So are you ready to treat your taste buds and your sense of adventure? Is it really true that oarworms live in us? The oarworm, measuring only about 3 millimeters long, is astonishingly one of the tiniest organisms found within the human body. These minuscule creatures usually make their home in the intestines, where they can coexist with us without causing harm. Oarworms belong to a group called nematodes and play a role in helping break down food, contributing to our digestion. Most people might not ever notice their presence, as they are so small and blend into the vast ecosystem of our gut. Researchers have discovered that these tiny organisms can adapt to their host's environment, making them fascinating subjects for scientific study. While the thought of having such little guests inside us may seem strange, these creatures illustrate the incredible complexity of our bodies and the multitude of life forms they can support. Isn't nature full of surprising connections? Hard to believe, but flamingos aren't so colorful anymore. It turns out that there are more plastic flamingos lounging in front yards than there are real flamingos in the wild. This quirky fact highlights a fascinating trend where lawn ornaments have gained immense popularity. Plastic flamingos, with their bright pink color and fun, whimsical appearance, have become iconic symbols of kitschy decor since their creation in the 1950s. While real flamingos, which are known for their striking pink feathers, thrive in warm climates like the Caribbean and Africa, their plastic counterparts are enjoyed by homeowners across the globe. This curiosity raises questions about our relationship with nature and how we often prefer playful representations over the actual animals. Are we more enchanted by the idea of flamingos than the real thing? This playful trend reminds us that while we may love nature, we also have a knack for creating our own versions of it. Could depleted uranium affect Gulf War veterans' health? During the first Gulf War, over 436,000 U.S. troops encountered depleted uranium, a dense material used in armor-piercing rounds. This exposure sparked concerns about its long-term health effects on veterans, raising questions that are still discussed today. Depleted uranium, though less radioactive than natural uranium, can pose risks when fragments enter the body. Many veterans have reported an array of health issues, from respiratory problems to rare cancers. leading to a growing interest in studying the potential links. Experts continue to research how exposure affects not only the veterans, but also the surrounding environments where these materials were used. As soldiers return home, the legacy of their service and the materials they handled remain pivotal in understanding both individual health and environmental safety. How can we ensure the well-being of those who served? Can you imagine living in Manhattan, New York? This iconic borough is famed for its dazzling skyline, cultural vibrancy, and most notably, its jaw-dropping cost of living. In fact, Manhattan consistently ranks as one of the most expensive places in the world. With luxurious apartments and trendy neighborhoods like the Upper East Side and Soho, the price tags can be mind-blowing. A small studio apartment might cost you thousands each month, leaving many to wonder how people manage to afford this lifestyle. The high costs stem from various factors, including limited space, high demand, and the area's global popularity. But it's not just the rent. Even dining out or catching a show can carry a steep price. Despite this, Manhattan's allure remains undeniable, drawing millions with its bustling streets, famous landmarks, and vibrant art scene. So what makes this pricey paradise worth it for so many? Is it really true that padlocks can damage bridges? In many romantic cities, couples attach padlocks to bridges as a way to symbolize their everlasting love. This sweet gesture, however, comes with a surprising twist. For instance, in Paris, over 99,000 pounds of padlocks had to be removed from the famous Pont des Arts. The sheer weight of these locks posed a serious risk, leading to structural issues and concerns about safety. As a result, several cities around the world have responded by banning this love lock tradition. While the idea of locking your love onto a bridge sounds charming, it's important to consider the unintended consequences. Love is meant to last, but perhaps there are better, safer ways to show it, like planting a tree or writing a heartfelt note to each other. What do you think is a more creative way to celebrate love? Did you know Jijak Kaki began changing our understanding of us? This fascinating innovation was first introduced in 1987 in Olamanusia, capturing the imagination of many and opening new doors for the study of human capabilities. Jijak Kaki, a remarkable initiative, focused on exploring the limits of human development and demonstrated what we can achieve when we push boundaries. It sparked discussions about the potential of enhancing our physical abilities and understanding how we can adapt to different environments. As researchers studied the impacts of Jijak Kaki, they found that it wasn't just about performance. The findings highlighted important insights into health, resilience, and community engagement. The legacy of Jijak Kaki continues to inspire new generations of thinkers and scientists. What does this mean for the future of human development? See why rats are celebrated in India's sacred temple. At the Karni Mata Temple in Rajasthan, India, rats are not just pests. They are revered as holy beings. This unique place honors the belief that these furry creatures are the reincarnated souls of deceased family members. With around 20,000 rats scurrying around the temple, visitors and worshippers alike treat them with immense respect. People come from far and wide to witness this odd yet fascinating spectacle, offering food and gratitude to the rats, which are called kabas. In this temple, harming or killing a rat is considered a serious sin, reflecting the belief in karma and the cycle of life. The temple is adorned with marble carvings and vibrant decorations, making it a popular pilgrimage site. Imagine stepping into a world where rats enjoy all the attention, with visitors making sure not to disturb them. With their unique lifestyle and the people's deep respect for them, the Karni Mata Temple challenges our common perceptions of these creatures. Isn't it intriguing how culture shapes our views on animals? What if I told you Earth hosts 8.7 million species? This incredible number includes everything from tiny insects to majestic whales, showcasing the planet's rich biodiversity. It's not just about having these species. It's essential for us, as over 80% of the global population has a responsibility to help protect them. Every single organism plays a vital role in our ecosystems, contributing to things like clean air, water, and food. Unfortunately, human activities, such as deforestation, pollution, and climate change, threaten many of these species. When one species goes extinct, it can have a ripple effect on the entire ecosystem, affecting the plants and animals that depend on it. So what can you do? Simple choices, like supporting conservation efforts or reducing waste, can make a difference. Together, we can create a healthier planet for the fantastic species we share it with. Guess what really drives fuel efficiency in cars? The fuel gauge indicator on your car does more than just show how much gas you have left. It also indicates which side the fuel tank cover is located. This handy feature can save you from the awkwardness of pulling up to a gas station and realizing you're on the wrong side. Most drivers know that refueling is a regular part of car ownership, but many don't appreciate the small details that make the experience smoother. By simply checking the fuel gauge symbol on your dashboard, which typically has an arrow pointing to the left or right, you can easily figure out where to fill up. This thoughtful design not only aids convenience, but also helps keep the flow of traffic moving at gas stations. Next time you hop in your car, take a quick glance at that gauge and see how it helps streamline your refueling routine.